Execute Order 66.
Our story begins during the Battle of Coruscant. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker have just boarded the Invisible Hand and are making their way towards the captive Chancellor Palpatine, who is being held by Count Dooku and General Grievous. They have just finished fighting through waves of battle droids and droidicas. This feels too easy. Grievous would never leave himself open like this.
Focus, Anakin. A trap is still a trap, even if it's obvious.
Good thing I'm better at springing traps than avoiding them. Anakin and Obi-Wan enter the throne room and see Dooku standing next to the Chancellor, who is handcuffed to the throne. So predictable. The Jedi send a chosen knight and his shadow to face me. You won't get away this time, Dooku. You can't expect to win here, Skywalker. My powers have doubled since the last time we met, Count. Good. Twice the pride, double the fall. The duel begins. Anakin and Obi-Wan face off against Dooku. Their combined attacks and synchronicity in this duel is not enough for Dooku to be able to defeat them together. He hatches a plan to disarm Obi-Wan Kenobi. He does this, and then throws him against the wall and drops a catwalk on his legs. This leaves Dooku and Anakin to face off alone. Anakin eventually disarms Dooku by cutting off both of his wrists. Dooku is kneeling in front of Anakin. Anakin has both sabers pointed at Dooku's neck. However, he hesitates.
Do it, Anakin. He's too dangerous to live.
Dooku is still sitting there kneeling. He feels betrayed by his master, but still decides to do nothing. Anakin hesitates, hearing a voice of conscience. This voice is his master, Qui-go Jen, who is still helping the council with the battle on the ground below.
Even the greatest enemies deserve justice. The Force will guide your action.
The pair of Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Chancellor Palpatine make it back to the hangar bay with the clone commandos who have Dooku in custody. After they escape, Anakin signals to his fleet to continue bombarding the Invisible Hand until it is rubble. The group make their way to the surface of Coruscant, where masters and senators are waiting for them. Padme and Anakin go off to the side, where she informs Anakin she is pregnant. He is elated. To hear this, he starts jumping with joy, but she reminds him to keep his cool. We transition to the office of Chancellor Palpatine, where Anakin is meeting with Palpatine for one of their weekly meetings.
Council underestimate you, Anakin. They fear your power. They hold you back.
With all due respect, Chancellor, that's not true. They've trusted me with this war.
They deny you the rank of Master, Anakin, because they knew you are destined for great things.
Anakin's confidence wavers. His insecurities begin to grow. Anakin reunites with his wife at their apartment. He can see a look of concern on her face. Padme, whatever it is that is concerning you, you must know. You have my word. I will protect you and our unborn child. There is nothing more important to me.
What kind of galaxy do we live in? Look what it's come to. Two sides fighting war and no signs of peace. Sometimes I fear I'm not doing enough for the Senate. And with these assassination attempts, I fear for my life every day. I know you will, Anakin.
Well, fortunately, when it comes to this war, at least we're on the right side. The Separatists want to do nothing but oppress. I mean, think about it. They're run by a Sith Lord. Later that night, as they both rest, Anakin begins to have nightmares of Padme dying during childbirth. He can't seem to shake these nightmares. The next day, at the Jedi Temple, Anakin is speaking with Qui-Gon in the gardens. Anakin is speaking with his master, Qui-Go Jen, in the gardens at the Jedi Temple, in front of the great tree. I saw her die, Master. Padme. I can't let that happen.
Visions of the future are never set in stone. Fear will cloud your judgment, Anakin.
What if I can stop it? What if I can gain the power to save her?
The power you seek can destroy you. Trust in the Force. It will guide you to the right path.
Thank you for your guidance, Master.
You have been a good and faithful apprentice, Anakin. I foresee you will become a great Jedi Master. I have known you since you were a small boy on Tatooine. All those years ago. It won't be long before the Council makes you a Master.
Thank you for your faith in me, Master. I do hope the Council makes me a Master. Later that day, Anakin arrives in the Council chambers and informs the Council that Palpatine is the Sith Lord they've been looking for. They race to his office. The entire Council and Qui-go Jen.
Masters of the Council, how bold of you to storm my chambers.
The Council ignite their lightsabers. Mace Windu is the first to step forward.
Your deception ends here, Sith.
In this office, the Duel of the Fates begins as the Council begin to beat back Sidious, their strikes overwhelming him. They eventually subdue Palpatine, but before they can assassinate him, Anakin enters the office.
Anakin, they are betraying the Republic. I am the only one who can save Padme.
Don't listen to him. The dark side clouds his every word.
Anakin is conflicted. He doesn't know what to do. He looks to his master.
Anakin, you know the truth. Trust in the Force, not in him. Bring balance to the Force, as I have foreseen you will. Destroy the Sith.
Anakin ignites his lightsaber, torn between his loyalties. Palpatine seizes the opportunity and tries to lash out. But before Palpatine can land a strike on any of the Masters, Anakin cuts him down in one swift strike. Following these events, Dooku testifies before the Senate.
Senators and representatives of the Republic, I come to you to confess my crimes. My name is Dooku, Count of Sereno. But my master knew me by a different name, Darth Tyrannus. I murdered my best friend Cypher Dyas and commissioned the Clone Army with chips in their head with executive orders at the behest of my master, Lord Sidious. There are over 100 executive orders, but most importantly, orders to execute the Jedi for treason, or to hold a planet hostage to lure out an individual. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering who my master is.
The Senate erupts in thunderous gasps and shouting. Bail Organa speaks.
How do we know you are telling the truth, Dooku? I have proof, senators. Search my castle on Sereno. There is also a lair in the industrial works of Coruscant, where the Dark Lord of the Sith practiced his rituals and planned his schemes. And now, to answer the question I know you're all wondering, who is this Dark Lord? He is none other than the Chancellor that serves all of you, Sheev Palpatine.
With Dooku revealing these revelations, investigations go underway into Palpatine's residences, his lair in the works, and Dooku's castle on Sereno. Dooku is granted a pardon for testifying. However, he is not allowed to rejoin the Jedi Order or hold any political power ever again. We fast forward to Naboo. Anakin and Padme are in a medical center. Padme gives birth to two twins, Luke and Leia. Anakin is holding his two twins. He looks to Padme. I promise to protect all of you.
You already have, Anakin. The galaxy feels hope now because of you.
Anakin goes back to Coruscant. Padme stays on Naboo. They alternate, as they do get to live out their lives happily ever after, as parents. The Jedi Order is led into a new direction of healing by Anakin and Qui-Gon, who have both joined the Jedi Council. No one knows the direction of the galaxy, but they know to stay vigilant. Well, that ends our story. Let's discuss it a little bit. So I wanted to explore an alternate timeline where Qui-Gon survived and ultimately ends up kind of making sure Anakin doesn't fall to the dark side during Revenge of the Sith. As we see at the beginning during the duel on the Invisible Hand, after Anakin beats Dooku, he's gonna kill him like he does in the movie. But Qui-Gon, kinda acting as Anakin's conscience, tells him, hey man, this isn't the Jedi way. This isn't how we do things. So he decided to spare him. And I don't know, I think that Qui-Gon being a part of Anakin's life long term would have really altered the way things turned out. But tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I hope everybody had a happy holiday and a happy new year.